What's up, YouTube?
What's up, YouTube? What's up, YouTube?
Hi, what's up, YouTube? I'm Wrigley Juice Recipes. This is Tuesday Reviews Day, the show where we randomly review flavors that are in my flavor stash. How's everybody doing? Good? Good? Good. Hope everybody had a good Tuesday. I'm just going to hang out for just a minute. Wait for maybe a couple more people to get in here. This is my cat. Well, this is Kitty's cat, actually. This is Sarah. Say hi. Meow. What did we get last week? For a lime wedge, I have had the coconut lime cream pie. In my billet box all week long. What do I think about this flavor? Yeah, so this is steeped for a week. I actually had to control myself a little bit because I filled that tank up with the last of that juice this morning, and I wanted to make sure that I had a little bit of it left for the stream. So, what do I think about that? Well, Flavor Lime, it's good. You know, initial thoughts are pretty consistent. It's a very realistic, juicy, zesty, surprisingly sweet lime flavor. I think that it would do really, really well with beverages, and it also holds up really, really nicely against all the cream that we threw out in that recipe. However, it did have the problem that most lime flavors have, in that it faded. I used it in this recipe, I believe, if I remember, in 1/4%. I still get some lime from it. It's very, very good lime, like I said, very, very zesty. But it's faded, not totally, but significantly. The recipe as a whole, I think it turned out really, really well. It started to get really, really good probably 2 days ago. And then yesterday and today, both, it was very, very good. You get that little bit of crust with that FA cookie in there, and then the coconut notes from the sweet coconuts and the FA coconut, and that little bit of coconut you get from Yes Sweet Cheesecake. But I did a thing that I really try to not do when I make citrus creams, and that I put a custard in there. Maybe it's just me, and I know I've mentioned this before, but like... So this is going to sound super weird. Every time that I mix a custard and a citrus, be that lemon or lime or orange, it tastes like mayonnaise to me. It's probably just me. Probably super duper weird, but I usually like to use like fluffy creams, like whipped cream or Bavarian cream or even vanilla ice cream. With my citrus cream type of things, but I like to use custard in there, and I think it's the egg note. It's the egg note that's in the custard, and it's not bad. It just bodes with me very, 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 very unusually. So I think if I was gonna change that recipe or mix it up again, I would probably use I don't know, TFA Bavarian cream maybe. Or might use like Wonder Flavor vanilla. What is that? Vanilla, not vanilla custard. What is that other one? Tahitian vanilla cream. Or maybe even Vape Train vanilla cream. Actually, that sounds really, really good. Vape Train vanilla cream. Vanilla cream is delicious. I like that flavor quite a bit. It's like if you're looking for a Twinkie filling, very fluffy, light vanilla cream. That's a good one. So, yeah, I like the recipe though. I quit smoking with a key lime pie flavored liquid, and throwing that coconut in there kind of just makes sense. I really like lime and graham cracker. Of course, we didn't use graham cracker with that one. I kept going back to it and like looking for the graham cracker note, and then having to remind myself that it didn't actually have any graham cracker in it. So, of course. Nothing like a good mayo vape on a hot summer day. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. It was like 101 degrees today. It's super, like, disgusting. My chat says that it's not working. Please try again later. Well, that's all right. I've got it open up on my phone, so it shouldn't really be a huge deal. Anywho, should we figure out what flavor we're gonna mix this week? Should we randomize? There it is. I've got every flavor that I own, excluding the additives. If you watched last week, it popped up with what was the first one? TPA Colada. Yeah, it's a flavor, but wouldn't be very awesome to make a recipe with Colada. Besides that, I don't really like WS23 or anything like that. So what we're going to do now is hit this randomize button 3 times, and on the third one, the top recipe, the top flavor, the first one is the one that we are going to review today, and I'm going to try to look at it with a fresh set of eyes. Most of the flavors that I own that are in my flavor stash, I've used, at least a few times, and I know each of them, unless they're brand new, pretty well, but I'm going to do my best to try to look at it as if I was never trying it before. So, ready? 1. And here is number 2. And the third one, what's it gonna be? Drum roll, please. 3. We got Flavor West Gingerbread. Oh, this is funny. So, oh man, it's gonna be really hard to look at this flavor through unbiased eyes. Like, super difficult, right? Because Flavor West Gingerbread. All right, let's go over to elr.com and see what people think about. Let's see what people think about Flavor West Gingerbread. Let's see. Am I logged in here? Yes, flavor list. That's what I want. Let's see what people think about Flavor West Gingerbread. Shall we? I know what I think about Flavor West Gingerbread. I'm going to do my best. Are there any notes? Needs 15%. Preferred single flavor makes 5. That's probably a little bit closer. Makes it a low percentage. It's very perfumey, perfect aroma. Bread, ginger. Gingerbread is ideal holiday vape. Blah, blah, blah. Strong ginger flavor, not bad in a mix with yellow cake and a bit of cake batter dipped in whipped cream. Okay. And that's really all that is in there. So it says that the average mix quantity is 3.9 with a median of 3. And single flavor recommendations are between 4.5 and 5. All right, well, let me dig this flavor out, and how about we get some suggestions? What should we make with Flavor West Gingerbread? Funny that popped up, actually. There is something weird going on in the universe. I say that because last week we got Flavora Lime, and I quit smoking with a lime-flavored eliquid. This week we get Flavor West Gingerbread, and it just so happens that Kitty quit smoking with a gingerbread-flavored eliquid. Now, what are the chances? What are the chances that on week 2 we get the flavor that she quit with? Gotta be super low, right? 1 in 418. All right. Flavor West Gingerbread. There it is. Let's see how it goes. So, average Average mix quantity, 3.9 with a median of 3. 5 reviews gives it a 3 stars. So, smelling this, it smells very sweet. It definitely smells like ginger, but there's something else in there. There's something else in there that's like a spice of some sort, not cinnamon, not nutmeg or anything like that. I know what it tastes like walking into this. This is unreal. Unreal. You know, maybe next time I'll just take all of the disgusting flavors. This flavor's not disgusting. It's just kind of different. Maybe I'll just take all of the flavors that I would never want to review on here. Just take them out. We'll only get the good ones. That takes out of the fun, though. That takes away from the randomness. Which, you know, that's the point, right? It's supposed to be random. It's supposed to be random. So I think I'm going to single flavor test it at 3%, and we'll see how it goes. Try to make an oriental type thing, put some orange in it. That's a really good idea, Tammy. Maybe some pomegranate with the other gingerbread. Rick, pomegranate? Really? It doesn't sound bad. Pomegranate. Have you guys tried Flavor West gingerbread? It doesn't taste like gingerbread. I'll tell you in a second what it tastes like, because I'm gonna taste it immediately. I did a episode of Noted, right, over there on the DIY or Die channel, gingerbread. And I had never tried this flavor before that, and of course I picked it up. Really aren't that many gingerbreads that are available. So yeah, I picked this flavor up for that, and I tried it, and I get a very specific note from this flavor that is not anything that you would imagine getting from a gingerbread. But I swear, since that episode of Noted, I have been wanting to do this recipe that I have in my mind right now. And I'm really, really excited because once we single flavor test this and I explain to you what I'm tasting in here, the recipe that we are going to make, which I already know what is, will make at least some sense. It's probably not going to be something that a lot of you will want to try. Some of the more ambitious people may venture. Oh, Flavor West gingerbread. Rick does not have Flavor West gingerbread. Well, you're in for a treat, Rick. Let me tell you. The laws of randomness have blessed thee with what is sure to be, I was going to say disappointment, but I really don't think that it is. So, I was I was just talking to Josh, Chasing Clouds and Flavor Reviews. Was it Josh? I was talking to somebody about how I wanted to do this recipe with this flavor. I think it was Josh. I don't know. Oh, Flavor West gingerbread. So, I kind of want to go back and look actually at my notes from here. Let's go back here real quick. So I kind of want to go back and take a look at my notes from that episode of Noted and see what exactly I wrote about this flavor. So I just mixed it up here at 3%, and it tastes a little weak immediately. It's not super strong in the flavor, and I was kind of curious how I mixed it for that. So here we go. Here it is, right there. There she is. So let's go back here. And Flavor West gingerbread. You can see it right here. These are my notes. So no real bakery. crumb, texture, or butter. This flavor has a distinct turmeric note. It's not off or unpleasant, it's just not gingerbread. In fact, it's got a fair amount of cream. It's almost like Flavor West was trying to make a really good curry. And to me, that's what this flavor tastes like. I do get a little bit of ginger. Again, no real bakery notes, no crumb, no butter, no real texture of any kind other than it's kind of creamy. It's not really, really creamy, but it is kind of creamy. It does taste like turmeric. And so to me, like that combination of cream and ginger and turmeric just screams yellow curry to me. So every time I taste this flavor, it just tastes like yellow curry. So I swear, ever since I single flavor tested this for that episode of Noted, I've wanted to make a curry vape. You know, some people are into things like that, you know, and I just think that it'll be really fun and funny. So, you know, we've got some creams that we could add in there, and we've got really good spice notes. I think that we could make something that's actually really, really good, just like a yellow curry vape, you know? So that's what this is. It is yellow curry, right? And this probably sounds absolutely disgusting to some of you, but first of all, I think that it'll be really, really fun. And it's so weird. What was that other one, actually? There was another one that kind of tasted like curry, too. I think it was... I can't remember which one it is. It looks like... I think that's EF. Is that Euro Flavors? Euro Flavors Gingerbread? It's got like some skunkiness to go along with the turmeric curry. No real creamy notes, bakery, butter, crumb texture, not of any kind. So if you're in the market for a curry flavor, get Flavor West Gingerbread. It is far better than this. Yes. I don't know if the turmeric note was something that they intentionally put in there. Good curry needs peanuts. I like what you're thinking there. That is a really, really good idea. I really like that. What's up, Alan Vapes? It turns out good. It'll be one of the only mixes to use this flavor. Yeah, there was, I think, what did ELR say? Like 120 or something. So, oh yeah, I was going to look and see how strong I mixed this. Flavor West Gingerbread, 3%. So that's what I used that at. So 123 is how many people have used this, and it populates 3%. Okay, so let's talk about curry, because that's what we're making. We're making a curry flavor. I like what Aaron Hobby said. Good curry needs peanuts. So we definitely need to get some peanuts in here. The cream is not like, it's not a complete cream note. So like curry would use coconut milk, right? Yellow curry would use coconut milk, sugar, and spices, curry powder, ginger, garlic, which we are not going to go that deep. We're not going to go that deep. We're just going to do like a creamy, sweet, do they make like, I want to say that there's like Thai curry puddings, right? That it's like a sweet dessert. Thai curry dessert. Chocolate Thai green curry cake. Green Thai. Or is it like pudding? Thai curry pudding. Thai coconut pudding. Thai coconut pudding. Creamy and smooth. Serve as pudding with a balance of Thai. Chocolate Thai green curry cake. That one keeps popping up. I don't really want to do a cake. Although, it's really hard to mix cakes for shake and vaping. And since that's kind of what we do here, since we're making this recipe on the fly, it needs to be a shake and vape. So I think I want to stick with Sankaya Thai pandan pudding, sweet and savory custard pudding that combines coconut milk starches and pandan flavor. I'm sorry, what is pandan? Pandan. What is pandan? Pandan is a herbaceous tropical plant that grows abundantly in Southeast Asia and Chinese. It's known as a fragrant plant because of its unique. So is it like floral? Does anybody know what pandan tastes like? You don't want the house to smell like curry. Mango is a pretty good idea. I need somebody to explain to me what pandan tastes like. Let's just read this Wikipedia article. What peanuts will I go with? Well, I don't have very many peanut flavors. I have the Wonder Flavors, popcorn and peanuts, and I probably just use TPA Peanut Butter Deluxe. I think that it's dry and peanutty. I think it works pretty well as a peanut. Uplift is one of your favorite shake and bake cakes. Yeah, that recipe's not really cakey though. It does have cake in it, granted, but it's very creamy. Anyway, let's find out what pandan tastes like. So in Malaysia and Indonesia, the Philippines, pandan wangi. The green juice acquired from this leaf is used extensively in Malaysian cuisine, Indonesian cuisine, green food coloring, pleasant aroma of Q, a tapioca flour glutinous rice baked traditional cakes. They have a nutty botanical fragrance. So you think it tastes like nuts? Nutty botanical fragrance. Have I ever tried beer nuts? Is that a flavor? Like actual beer nuts? Like in a can? Yes, I've had beer nuts. If there's a beer nuts flavor, then no, I have not tried it. Let's try this. Does pandan taste... Did I Google that? Did I Google what does pandan taste like? Yes, I did. Okay. So let's try this one. Does pandan taste like nuts? Let's try that. What does pandan taste like? Pandan is a very unique taste. It's quite difficult to pin down. For me, it's like a mixture of sweetness of coconut with a hint of citrusy, nutty flavor. That sounds amazing. Okay. Liking where this is going. So we've got the flavorless gingerbread that has this spike of like turmeric curry. Yes, it's a flavor. No, I haven't tried it. Rick. What is Cora? I've never seen this website before. Blah, 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 natural food coloring, blah, blah, blah. Back to the question about taste. Tastes like my garden. It's bitter, it has a texture, it's really coarse. It's like eating raw grass on its own. Really isn't any taste at all. So I wonder if they use this... as like the starch. Huh, weird. Anyway, it's kind of hard to pin it down having never tried it before, but that's really interesting. That's something really fun to research. So we are going to do a sweet yellow, we're going to do a sweet curry, let's call it sweet and savory curry custard. Sound good? Okay. So we're going to start with flavorless ginger, right? We are going to add custard. We're going to add custard, but do we want to add vanilla? Do we want to use a vanilla custard, or do we just want to use a plain custard? I want it to kind of be, so here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we are going to use Flavora Chai Spice to get a really, really good spice note in this with the curry. I think that the majoram and the nutmeg that are in Flavora Chai Spice make a lot of sense for using a curry, or for making a curry. And I want to use Flavor West Gingerbread for the turmeric note to make it kind of taste yellow. But as far as the custard goes, I'm curious. I'm curious if we should use a vanilla custard or if we should just use a generic kind of creamy custard. Flavora makes the beer nut flavor. Huh. Nope, I have a lot of Flavora flavors, Rick, but I do not have that one. Should I pick it up? Is it delicious? Does it taste like peanuts? Is that what you're getting at? We could kind of build our own custard. So let's see here. My go-to custard is just TFA vanilla custard too. I don't have FA premium custard, unfortunately. You can't get that flavor in the States. And I'm not a huge fan of ordering from overseas and then having to wait while it gets shipped. So I've never taken the time to order that from chefs. I actually have FE rice pudding in my cart. I have not purchased it yet, but I was wanting to do some rice flavors. And yeah, I've got it in my cart. I have not purchased it yet. Some mango curried rice pudding sounds interesting. Okay. Actually, I think that's a really good idea. Tammy also suggested mango. So mango. I like that idea. Mango curry rice pudding. Okay. So pudding, right? There's only one, right? It's Flavora vanilla pudding. Flavora vanilla pudding is my favorite flavor. It's not particularly close. I think Flavora vanilla pudding is insanely good. Somebody tried to tell me that SSA vanilla pudding was better, and they're wrong. It's not. Flavora vanilla pudding is king. And people are still only using it at 1%. 3 minimum. So, mangoes, guys. Mangoes. I have all of them. Most of them, I think. So we want like a natural ripe mango flavor. Don't say Cabela ripe mango or TFA ripe mango, whatever that flavor is, because you're wrong. That's not, that flavor tastes like cat piss. Okay, so so we are going to use we're probably going to use a combo. We're going to use a mango combo. I'm thinking Wonder Flavors Island Mango. Any seconds on Wonder Flavors Island Mango? I think Wonder Flavors Island Mango is, it's not supernatural. Like it's not a fleshy kind of mango. It's very artificial, but it's also very sweet and pleasant. And I think that it'll go well in here at 2%. And then we're going to back that up with... Normally I use ATF for this because I don't have my actual flavor stash in ELR. I only have it in ATF. Kim vanilla pudding. I have not tried that one. I don't think. Let me see if I have that actually. It's a bit darker. I do have CMV vanilla pudding. I don't know if dark is what we're going for because I was actually thinking of lightening up the Flavora vanilla pudding with some other creams. So I think we are just going to go ahead and stick with Flavora vanilla pudding. It's my go-to when I want a pudding. So that's what we're going to stick to. I need to use ATF. So, Wonder Flavors Island Mango, Flavora Mango, Mango Indian Special, Mango Pineapple Passion from Flavora. I haven't actually tried that flavor yet. Flavora Ripe Mango, I don't like that flavor. Capella Sweet Mango, I don't like that flavor. Flavora Sweet Mango, haven't tried that one yet. So those are all of the mangoes that I have. And I'm thinking we are going to back this up with 1% of Mango Indian Special. We're going to do 2% of Island Mango, and then 3% of the what was it? 3% of the flavorless gingerbread. Yeah? Okay. And then I also want to throw a little bit of Flavora chai spice in here. So my recipe love letter, if any of you have seen that before, it is a chai tea latte. It was my first kind of use of Flavora chai, which is, like I said, it's just a really good, chai spice. It doesn't have any tea with it. It's just the spices that are in chai. So ginger, majoram, cardamom, nutmeg. It's just very, very good. So in that recipe, I use it at 3%, and I think that is going to be way too high for this. So I think we're going to start out with 1, and we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to start with just, these flavors, and we will see. I think that we are probably going to need another cream to really get the Flavora vanilla pudding going. Do you guys ever apt debts? Mango, what did we call it? I forgot. Mango curry rice pudding. That's too many words. Let's just call it mango curry pudding. All right, let's mix it with these flavors. So I've already got the flavorless gingerbread in there. I need Mango Indian Special and Island Mango. Which I hate it when the batteries pop out of the bottom of your scale and you gotta flip it over, and not a big deal, I guess. If that's the worst thing we've got going on, I'd say we're doing pretty darn good. Okay. Island Mango. So, not to get ahead of myself, but if we're going to add another cream in here, what cream should we use? I already have one in mind. I'm just curious what you guys are thinking. Again, we're going to try this out just the way that you see it on your screen. And then if it needs more cream, we're going to add more cream. Island Mango. Island Mango at 2%. I like what you're thinking. I do. What is your name? Go 45. I like what you're thinking. Flavor Sweet Coconut is a good call. All right, we need FA You know, it's got that nuttiness, I think. What was that plant? Pandan? I gotta ask somebody at work. See if somebody knows what that tastes like. Never heard of that before. Pandan. Okay, we are looking for Mango Indian Special. 1% of that. All right, so I've got the mangoes, the gingerbread, vanilla pudding by Flavora. We use that at 3%. Those aren't Flavora flavors. This one's always really easy to find because it's a giant bottle. I love this flavor so much. 3% Flavora vanilla pudding. What kind of sweetener should we put in here? You know, I'm putting sweetener in. I'm thinking probably Flavora. Flavora sweetness. Really want it to be creamy. All right, Flavora chai spice. Do your original Flavora bottles labels rub off? It happens to me all the time. I try to get in the habit of just taking a Sharpie and writing it on there before that becomes a problem. I once single flavor tested Flavora cream at 3% because I didn't know what it was. That was a mistake. Never again. 2%, yeah. 3, that's too much. I have tried a lot of these new Flavora flavors. There are quite a few, though, that I haven't gotten to yet. Here's the chai spice. It's almost gone because I think we've went through like probably 300 mils of Love Letter. We really like that recipe. All right, 1% of Flavora chai spice we're starting with. And then I'm going to do 0.5% of Flavora sweetness as my sweetener in here. Oh, that's a really good idea. I've never thought of that before. Just put a piece of tape over it so it doesn't rub off. Yeah, that is a really good idea. I like that better than just handwriting it on there. Because when I handwrite it on there, then that just rubs off eventually too, even if you write it on there with a Sharpie. Okay, mango curry rice pudding. This is a really good idea, you guys. Super unique. See, that's the fun part of this, right? Like, that's what I was saying last week. You combine the randomness from random mixing with like the educational part of reviewing a flavor, and like you just get something really special. Like keeping things random, or making things random rather, it just leads down some really unusual paths. You know, when I woke up this morning, I had no idea that right now we were going to be making mango curry pudding, and we did. We made it. We made mango curry pudding with Flavor West gingerbread because it tastes like curry and it does not taste like gingerbread. Let me just dry this wick out a little bit, and we'll try this. What should we call this recipe? It needs an awesome name. This is delicious. Hey guys, that's really good. If you're sitting at home right now and you have Flavor West gingerbread, because that's what's going to make this recipe what it is. Because the Flavor West gingerbread, you get that curry note, and you're not gonna, at least from any other flavor that I've ever tried, you're not gonna get that like that creamy turmeric note that you are gonna need to make a curry. You get that like that slightly green mango taste, and then the chai spice just kind of sits in there. I'm still kind of undecided on whether or not Flavora chai spice at 1% is what it needed. Less or more, potentially. The Flavora vanilla pudding does take a little bit of time to mature. But I'm thinking that it is going to need some more cream of some sort. And so, yeah, like I said, Flavora sweet coconut was a really, really good idea. I like where you're going with that. Personally, I had Flavora cream in mind. Using it at 1%, you get a really thick cream, but it has a really nice, like, kind of nutmeg note, the Flavora cream. It's got, like, you know, like somebody took a fresh nutmeg and just grated it over the top of that cream. And I think that will bode really, really well for this recipe. So that is the touch of cream that I'm going to add to this, just to really kind of finish it off, I think. I really like the way that the rest of the recipe turned out. So we're just going to throw 1% of Flavora cream in there. And I think that will really, you know what I didn't put in here? I didn't even put any nicotine in here. Why a better name? I don't know, Tammy, because I like to be cheeky with my names. Last week we made a lime coconut cream pie, and I called it put the lime in the coconut cream pie or something like that. It was still descriptive. It still told you what it was. We don't need to change the name. We don't need to give it a cheeky name. Okay. It has Nick in it now. It has Flavor cream in it now. Let me just add that before I forget. Flavor cream. Boop. 1% of Flavor cream, and we are going to save that recipe. I will come back to it later and make adjustments, but there it is. There it is. That's the final recipe, and I will leave that up there for you all to look at while we finish out this stream. Right there. There it is. Did anybody mix this? Just curious if anybody else has delicious Flavor West curry. Yep, the Flavora cream is what that needed, definitely. This recipe, right up front, you get that kind of green mango flavor. It's very sweet, and then through the center of the vape, You get all of that texture from the cream, and on the finish, you just get this kind of explosion of spices. It's got the chai spice in there. It's got the turmeric in there. It's very, very pleasant. You know, if you're looking for something that's kind of weird, but also maybe kind of borderline, something that you might try. It's a creamy mango. It's a spiced creamy mango vape. You know, don't let the name curry throw you off. I suppose that's already a cheeky name, right? Because, you know, that's my joke, is that Flavor West gingerbread isn't gingerbread, it's curry. Final thoughts about Flavor West gingerbread. Well, if Flavor West was trying to make a really good curry, I think that they were successful at that. If they were trying to make gingerbread, they should most likely reevaluate the way that they develop that flavor, because it's not a successful gingerbread. Although it would be totally fine for them to just rebrand that as Flavor West Yellow Curry, and you know, maybe somebody would buy it. I bet a lot of people would buy it, you know? It's not weird. I wonder if I threw a little bit of flavor heat in here, if, you know, if we added some spice to it, if that would make it more enjoyable. Anyway, I think that about does it for this episode of Tuesday Reviews Day. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I appreciate you all coming out and hanging out, and I hope that you enjoyed yourself, and I will definitely see you guys in the next one.